and she's athletic, and she's mean. And all right, my second baby is my oldest daughter, who's about to graduate from the University of Tennessee. She's 22, and let me tell y'all, I know every crow thinks theirs is the blackest, but let me say that she is a beauty. And she is smart, and she's done very well in school, and she's in a sorority and done well with her sorority, and she's athletic, and she's mean. And we're scared to death of her. We walk on eggshells around her. She's not mean to other people or in public. She holds it in so that she can come home and like spew it out onto me. That's okay. That's God's way. But this is what I think happens. When she was a junior, her summer between her junior and senior year, I think that God allows this to happen. And you little girls, that your babies aren't this old, just listen to me. All right, one day they'll just turn on you. And you'll think, who in the world is this? Who's coming down the steps in the morning? We don't know who this is. I think that God allows that because He knows that you're about to let your baby go off to college or whatever they're going to do, and He knows that you're grieving. So He makes them just as mean as He can so that you can let them go. And I believe that. That summer, the very breath that I breathed out of my nostrils made her so angry. We were not allowed to eat cereal in our own home because she couldn't stand to hear us chew. I don't mean to talk about her because she had a lot on her. She had to empty the dishwasher. Stuff like that. That's so hard. Okay, let me tell you about an example when she was probably your baby's age, y'all's little children, because y'all are so cute. Look, their thyroid's still functioning. Y'all still got hair. Good for y'all. Y'all got on little breeches. Yay. Okay. When my middle one, when she was in elementary school, I was so blessed that I got to take them to school and pick them up every day in my minivan. And I would watch them come out, my girls, and I saw them. They were in a good mood. I saw it. All right, they would be goosing each other and waving to all the little children and the principal. See you tomorrow. Okay. Then they'd come over to my minivan, get in, slam the door. That middle one would take her backpack and sling me in the back of the head with it. She'd say every day something like, I'm starving to death. You don't have a piece of cheese in this car? Your driving's making me car sick. I hate her. Why did you have her? And the baby would be sitting over the back. She'd be going, Mom, 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 Mom. And I'd say, what? And she'd go, Mom, 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 Mom. I go, what? I'm listening. She could say some of the craziest things. She said to me one day, did Jesus ever have head lice? How do you answer that? I said, well, baby, I don't know. But if he did, I know he healed it. Oh, me. All right, now they are grown. And I cannot believe it. It just flew by. My boy is 24 years old, and he is married. He got out of college. He met his college sweetheart his freshman year. He said he would never marry young, but he did, and he brought her home. And all right, who in here has had boys and girls? Can you clap? Who do you think's easier to raise? I mean, just yell it out, boys or girls. Boys. Boys. Every once in a while, a little frail woman will yell, "Girl." And she's probably being threatened. But anyway, no. We love our girls. I love my girls. I truly do. And I know that when I'm in the nursing home, they'll be the ones to come and pluck my chin hairs. Because my boy will be off with his wife and her people. Because he said to me, he brought her home and he said, "You got a terrible look on your forehead." And I said, "Oh, it's nothing against her. It's just I'm jealous because I thought you would only love me." I know that's twisted. I know it is. But he was the best thing that ever happened to me. All right, my kids all yell at me and my husband, everybody's in a bad mood all the time. And he's the only one that's never fussed at me. And he was just the sweetest child growing up. And so when he said he was going to marry somebody and move off, it was awful. But let me say that I love her. And they live near us. And she's like another child to me. And it has been a blessing. She is very sweet and has forgiven me for my forehead looks. But anyway, but he said to me right before they got married, he goes, "Mom, she's going to be my immediate family. You're now my extended family." He said, "Mom, that's biblical." I thought, why did I show him the Bible? Let me tell you all about him. He's an old soul. Have you ever met anybody that was an old soul? He was born an 80-year-old man. He has had a garden since he was in 6th grade. He plays the mountain dulcimer and the banjo. He woodworks. He makes spoons. He makes spoons. I mean, he is so yummy. All right, his favorite music is gospel bluegrass. His favorite, no. Okay. Ding-a-ding-a-ding. All right. His favorite artist was Dr. Ralph Stanley. Dr. Ralph, look at you. Look at you. Knowing who Dr. Ralph Stanley is. Okay, for those of you who don't, he was on the Oh Brother Where Art Thou. That is probably the most famous thing he did. But he was the godfather of Mountain Soul. He ended up dying at like 92. And had a little cowboy hat propped on his head. Yummy. Okay, he would come through Knoxville and I would take my son to see Dr. Ralph when my son couldn't drive. They propped little Dr. Ralph up on stage because he was so old. I almost threw my panties at him because that's what you do to Tom Jones. And I love him. But anyway, I'm standing there listening to Dr. Ralph Stanley singing gospel bluegrass, and I think to myself, how many teenage boys are listening to this? What are teenage boys listening to? Rihanna, Waka Flocka Flame, some of that nasty goings on. I thought, wouldn't it be funny if I had to yell at my boy, "Turn that gospel bluegrass down. You're out of control." If I hear "I Saw the Light" one more time. All right, here's another example of meanness. My middle one is in a sorority at the University of Tennessee, and a lot of those little girls will come home that can't go home on the weekends. They'll come to our house, and I can cook for them. I enjoy it, I really do. And they can wash their clothes. Well, one little girl came, and I washed that little thing's clothes because she stayed 2 days. And all I said to her was, "Katie, you're so tiny. Your little underwear looks like a slingshot." That little girl thought it was funny, and my baby looked at me and went, so I got out of there. And then when that little girl left, I came back in, I said, "What's wrong with me saying that her little panties look like a slingshot? I wish somebody'd say my panties look like a slingshot." You boys in the front row, Y'all want to know what my panties look like? Did y'all ever watch Braveheart and Mel Gibson? You remember that big old catapult when they'd pull that big thing back, put a ball in it, fling it, and kill a bunch of women and children with it? That's what my panties look like. Thank you. Thank you. Oh. Thank you for clapping for my panties. I used to wear Victoria's Secret when I was their age, because I still had hope. But y'all know what? I quit wearing them. You know why? Because y'all know who owns Victoria's Secret? Satan. And I don't wear my panties for evil. So that was cutting me in two. They just got to be too little. So I bought Somas. Anybody here giving up like I have? Anybody here wearing Somas? No? Let me tell you about Somas. They're the best thing that's ever happened. Okay, because they've got a whole line of nightgowns and underwear and all this stuff that's called Cool Nights. Because it pulls moisture away from you in the night. Yay. To keep you from having a stroke. Because you're going through the change and you're sweating. Dr. Oz, are y'all with me? So, it has a dry fit technology in it. So you boys could play golf in them. I'm not kidding. They're not pretty, but anyway, that's what I wear. Let me tell you a little bit about my husband. My husband is very smart and very quiet and an introvert and does very well, and then married me, and we've been exactly the opposite, but it has worked. He's a big man. He's 6'4". He can kick a door in, and I like that. He works like a dog, and he loves a baby. Let me tell y'all that he is a baby cuddler at East Tennessee Children's Hospital. He cuddles the drug-dependent babies every week of the world as a volunteer. I know, sweet. He didn't help me with mine. Because he was out making a living and paying for all this. We've got 2 still in college, and I wanted a 4th baby so bad. When my baby child went to kindergarten, I nearly grieved myself to death. I thought, Lord, what am I going to do with all this time on my hands? I hope I don't get hooked on whiskey and start honky-tonking. And about 3 weeks into her going to kindergarten, I was like, woohoo! Woohoo! Now I can go get a pap smear without somebody sitting on my head. But my husband, when I dropped her off, he said, meet me at the IHOP. Because he knows that pancakes get me through a hard time. And I was crying, and I said, I want another baby. And he said, why don't you get a job? Yeah, right. So I said, I want a 4th baby. And he said, y'all are sucking the financial life out of me. So he bought me a dachshund. I had that dachshund for years. She's gone now. But let me tell you, she and I both got thyroid issues. She had cushions. I was walking her in our neighborhood one day, and a little girl came out in her driveway, and she said, can I pet your groundhog? Oh, y'all. So about my husband. All right, so my husband is a big man and is 6'4". I'm 5'8". We breed big kids. And we wanted them to be in sports and when they were growing up, and so we made them do all kinds of mess they didn't want to do. And we put our boy, when he was little bitty, we put him in T-ball. He hated it. I don't know if any of y'all have had a baby play t-ball, but for those of you who don't know, t-ball season, it's about 110 degrees outside. It's little children that are 4 look like they've got a diaper on under their baseball pants or a pull-up. The games last about 3 hours. Nobody ever hits the ball, throws the ball, catches the ball, makes contact with the ball. My baby laid in a fetal position in the outfield the entire season. He never touched a ball. Every once in a while, he'd pop his little head up and say, "Water." One game, it was so hot, and I told the middle one to go out and take her brother a water bottle. She was about 2.5, and she went walking out there with a tutu and a crown and a wand and her pink prostitute shoes from Walmart. She walked about halfway, stopped, got a glazed look over her eyes, pulled her little panties to the side, and pooped in the t-ball field. She really did. So I had to run out there and get a stick and flick it into the woods because I didn't want another child to step in it or think it was a milk dud. He would not play sports for several years because of that trauma. And then ended up playing football and cross country and a bunch of stuff, and still he likes to mountain bike and hike and do scary things, but he likes to come, out west to do it. And he's a fly fisherman. Can y'all tell I'm in love with him? Okay. All right, about the sports. I played sports. I wanted them to play sports too. I know y'all are thinking, you sissy thing, you did not. But I played basketball. Thank you. I need that. It was the early 80s when I played, and I had really big hair. I used to hot roll my hair to play ball. We all did. Okay, so, and I am from such a little bitty farming community, and it's 500 people in Middle Tennessee, and we didn't know what waterproof mascara was. So by the end of my games, I looked like, say, if Tammy Wynette and Alice Cooper had a child together. I was a forward. Sometimes I had to be the center if Mary Dallin had to take her baby to the health department. My husband is very smart, does very well. We are sucking the life out of him. He is a nice-looking man, but he has a receding hairline, and he hates it. I think it's handsome, but he hates it. So I said, why don't I take you to my hairdresser, and we'll get her to buzz you one of those haircuts real close to your head, like Justin Timberlake. You know what I mean? Like real close to the head. Well, we did it, and we didn't know his head was pointed. And he said, I look like somebody, and I can't quite think of who it is. And I said, is it Bull on Night Court? He said, no, that's not who I was thinking about. About 3 days later, he said, I know who it is. It's that lazy starfish Patrick on SpongeBob SquarePants. I got to get a thing of water, honey. I'm spitting cotton. Have y'all ever heard of that book, 5 Love Languages? It is wonderful, and it works. It's the real deal. My husband and I went on a Sunday school class retreat when our children were little, and we watched this little frail man talk about it. Okay, and it was on Oprah, so you know it's real. But anyway, what it is there's 5 love languages, and you get the book, you read the book. Well, you don't really, I don't read the book. But anyway, you take the test, and it tells you what your prominent love language is out of those 5, and it tells you what your partner's love language is. So then you can go home at night and feed your partner their love language, and they can feed you your love language, and then your love tank feels full. And if you don't do it, then your partner's liable to go to work, and they're at the water fountain, and some whore comes in. And feeds their love language. And then they feel a tingle. And then Satan swoops in. Y'all know where I'm going with that? It's a disaster. So, there's 5 love languages. There's quality time. You just can sit and watch ESPN with somebody, you know, which I don't want to, but I mean, you just sit with somebody. Okay, then there's gifts. And you can just give them a card and they feel loved. It doesn't have to be something expensive. Okay, then there's physical touch. And most women in here will go, oh my gosh, that's my husband's. Physical touch. He's on me like a duck on a June bug. But it's not that kind of nasty. I'm talking about, you know, like there's people that just want to hug you and kiss you and squeeze you and they got to hold your hand. That's the physical touch you're talking about. Okay, then there's words of affirmation. That's mine. So all my husband has to say is, Leanne, you are a good mama. Leanne, that Trisha Yearwood's chicken piccata is to die for. And then my love tank feels full, and then I'm willing to do something vulgar with him.
So my 60th birthday rolls around. That's a big one, sir. 6-0, waiting for my gift. 6-0 birthday gift. She buys me 12 hours with a personal trainer named Todd. Hi, Jeff, I'm 2% body fat, Todd. Well, hey, 2%, I'm 80% flabby Jeff. How you doing? First question he asked me, how long has it been since I had an exercise program? Well, let me ponder that one, Tado. It's gonna take a while to do the math here. I'm 60. Well, 60 years, 9 months. Didn't take that long at all. Yeah. To be honest with you, Todd, I haven't moved with any purpose since I won the race at conception. Yeah. I don't want to brag, but Al ran 3 billion that morning. Still exhausted. Undaunted by my response, Todd says, well, we'll start you out slow. That's what he said, we'll start you out slow. So I slept with ankle weights on the first couple of months. That was you know, when you get up and use the bathroom as many times as I do in the middle of the night, you burn some calories. You know what? We would all exercise. Everybody on planet Earth would exercise if the weight we gained was in a different place on our bodies. Think about where we gain weight, our stomachs and our behinds. It's never in our way. A couple pounds on your forehead would get you to a gym. Man, I can't see nothing. They're gonna take my license away from me.
Trying to get into shape, man. This is so embarrassing. I accidentally joined a gym for female bodybuilders. I didn't know, okay? I just walked in one day and I was like, seems like a lot of high-pitched grunting's going on here. Am I gonna be the only guy working out here? Is that gonna be weird? And the lady who owned the gym was like, no, No! What? No! Give me your credit card. That's how I became a member. I got a free workout session with the trainer, 6'1" Austrian woman. She's like, okay, so what we're gonna do first are the hip thrusters. Do you know how to do the hip thrusters? Like, lady, I don't even know if I know what you just said, okay? I'm gonna tell you this, I am scared to death of you. She's like, I get that all the time. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna have you scooch down low. You're gonna lean back. We're gonna take a 35-pound plate. We're gonna put it right here. You're gonna drop your hips nice and low. You're gonna raise them up. All the way. Squeeze the buttocks at the top. Squeeze it, pinch it. Okay, very good. Now drop the buttocks. There you go. We're gonna do 20 of these. So now I am the only man at an all-female gym. I see a woman squatting 250 pounds while I'm just like gently cradling a 35-pound plate weight. And I'm looking around like, this is the most vulnerable I've ever been in my whole life, dude. And the worst part was, I was not gonna make it to 20. My legs started doing that like shaking failure thing. I'm slowly sinking into the ground. I'm using my head to like bounce up and down. I'm squealing a little bit. I'm arguing with the trainer. I am squeezing my buttocks, you Nazi psychopath. So, been trying to work out from home more lately. I looked at this one thing called a swim treadmill. If you've ever seen it, it's like a long hot tub. It just shoots water at you. You swim in your backyard like this. Because every trainer will tell you, best form of exercise, struggling for your life in a river somewhere. This thing is nuts. Hey, Phil, you look good. What have you been doing? Just waterboarding myself. I lost 20 pounds. Also admitted to 3 crimes I didn't even commit. Here's the crazy thing. I saw one, the off button was in the front. Doesn't it seem like a mistake? You don't have enough juice in the tank, you're just stuck in your backyard like, somebody That'd be a weird funeral, wouldn't it? Hey, what happened to Phil? Oh, he drowned in a class 1 rapid in his backyard.
I started working out at a new gym. You might have heard of it, Curves. Well, that's a good gym. First day, they give you a personal trainer. She stood me in front of a full-length mirror. She says, Mark, we're gonna identify your trouble spots. I see it every day. It's all trouble. I said, if you really want to identify my trouble spots, shouldn't we be looking at my refrigerator? That's where the trouble starts. She told me she was going to introduce me to muscle confusion. I hadn't worked out in 2 years when I started working out at the Curves. I said, my muscles are confused because I'm here. They're going, where's the couch? But she was a good trainer. Great trainer. I played sports all my life from the time I was a little kid in the 5th grade throughout college. I've had some of the best trainers in the world. I went to the University of Southern California, and we had some of the best trainers there that you could possibly imagine. But this trainer at the Curves, best trainer I've ever had, bar none. This is how good this trainer is at the Curves. First 6 weeks, my chest went from an A to a C cup. I got to the gym one day and my trainer said to me, she says, Mark, today we're gonna bench press. And I'm a man, did I mention that? You say to a man, we're gonna bench press. We swell right up, don't we guys? Voice get all deep. Yeah. Let's bench press. She grabbed 2 10s and put 1 on each side of the bar. I was like, girl, get out of here with that. Get 4 of them 45s from over there and put them on this side of the bar. I'm gonna put 4 45s on this side of the bar. We're gonna bench press like a man. Right here in the Curves. So we loaded the bar up. It had that arc in it. You ever see that dude at the gym lifting all the weights? You can't go home because you got your car up there. So I get down on the bench, I get ready to start bench pressing, I put my hands on the bar. And when you start bench pressing, you can't put your hands just wheeling-neely anywhere on the bar. Am I right, guys? Woo! Make sure your hands are symmetrical, right? About 15 minutes of that, I was like, woo! This is a tough workout you got going right here. This that muscle confusion you was talking about? I'm confused. Finally, I get down on the bench, I throw the weight right up. Bam! Gravity is a funny thing. The weight came down so fast, made a whistling sound. I tried to bounce it off my chest. You know, you get that little, it sunk deeper into my chest. Every time I moved, it was like quicksand. I was like, ah! Ah! I felt like I was about to pass out, but you can't pass out at the curves. Your woman's gonna be embarrassed. I did what every man in here should do if you find yourself in that situation. I let out just a little bit of pee. Not enough to be construed as I peed on myself, just a squirt. Whoosh, to help take the edge off the pain. You understand what I'm talking about? Just a little spritz. So I could think what to do next. A splash. So I could get a moment of clarity. Wow. Once you get that clarity, your mind will tell you what to do. Roll it down. You get down to your waist, you can sit up, blame it on her. You're supposed to be spotting me. You know I ain't worked out in 2 years. Where are those 10s? I work out hard when I'm at the curves, too. Really trying to get myself together, so I'm in there trying to put in some work. Yeah. I outbench everybody at the curves. Nobody at that curves can outbench me. There is one silverback of a woman who out-curls me. Really strong, 18-inch biceps. She comes into the gym hot every time I see her. She's like, yo, homeboy, you using them 50s? No, ma'am. Nice tooth.
I've been trying, man. I went to the gym. I was trying to lift weights. You know, at the gym they call weights free weights, but I tried to take some home from 24-Hour Fitness, and they called the cops. Free weights aren't free at all, guys. Free weights cost 80 hours of community service. And they call the cops, and you run away from the cops, and that's cardio, so your membership is still totally worth it.
I should work out. I've never had a reason to work out before. People are always like, oh, it makes you feel great. I'm like, oh, so does In-N-Out. You let me know when they make protein bars animal style. All right. I have a lot of friends who will work out just to break even. You know any of those people? They're like, I ran 4 miles, now I can eat cake. Like, pretty sure that's not how that works. You can't just be like, I saved a guy's life, now I can kill someone. I know a lot of dudes who are way too buff for no reason at all, and they'll never use that amount of buffness in their daily life. They're like, I work out all day, every day. I'm so ready for my job at the Sprint store. It's like, bro, phones aren't that heavy. Don't worry about it. It's too much. No one's ever gonna remember that when you're gone. That's never on a gravestone. Just like, here lies Daniel, a loving son, a good person, abs of steel. R.I.P. because he's ripped. Never forget, Thursday was leg day.
I'm trying to get in shape, but I don't want to turn into one of those annoying gym people. I have this friend that's like, yeah, man, I go to the gym religiously. I'm like, oh, do ya? Because I'm a gym atheist, actually. Respect my beliefs. I used to believe in the gym, but then I thought, if the gym were real, why is there so much pain and suffering at the gym? Just don't know. Like I'd be in the gym in pain going, if you were merciful, Jim, you could have prevented this. And I grew up going to the gym religiously. It's just how my parents raised me. And it was hard breaking it to them that I'd become a gymnatheist. They still made me talk to those two guys with white shirts that come on the stationary bikes. You know, these guys. They're like, do you have a couple minutes so we can share a brief message about our personal trainer, Jesus? I'm like, no thanks. Loved the musical though, fellas, congrats. I used to be into the gym, like, I don't mean to brag or anything, but I used to be able to do the shake weight and the thigh master at the same time. Yeah, what's up, ladies? They don't even have that equipment at the gym. I brought it from home. I was devout. I really did grow up going to the gym religiously. My dad is a former professional bodybuilder, and he tries to teach me weightlifting, and I'm hopeless, because whenever I'm trying to work out a certain part of my body, I'll miss. Like, I'll be doing bicep curls, and somehow my neck is lifting it. Like, I knew you could miss in basketball. I didn't know you could miss at weightlifting. Like, I tried to do bench press, which is supposed to be for your chest and arms, but for some reason, my butt was like, don't worry, bro, I'll lift it. I'm like, no, butt, don't! It's not your turn. He's like, too late, already did it. I'm like, how did you do that? I'll be doing squats, and all of a sudden, my colon is like, it's my time to shine! I'm like, no, Colin, don't! My dad's like, are you feeling the burn? I'm like, not how you think I'm supposed to be doing. All the equipment at the gym just recreates stuff you do in real life anyway, right? Like the rowing machine is rowing, stationary bike is cycling, and the treadmill recreates the experience of not being able to keep up with the sidewalk. Actually, if there's a girl working out in front of me while I'm on the treadmill, it's a perfect metaphor for my dating life. Because I'm expending all this energy and not getting any closer. And I'm always sweaty.
So I've been trying to get back in shape, so gonna do a few movies and joined a new health club. Don't you hate when you go to the health club and you can't find a parking space close to the door? Forget this, man. I'll come back another time. And I hate when you're at the health club and those big buff guys come up to you. Mind if I jump in with you? Especially when I'm in the shower. No! Nautilus machines. Some of them are impossible to figure out. I thought I had this one figured out the other day. You kind of lay in it, lift up with your right hand, lay in the opposite direction, lift up with your left hand. Till this girl comes up to me and goes, you about done with that tanning bed there, pal?
Do what you can. I joined a health club. It's $30 a month, which breaks down to about $30 a workout. It's 4 blocks from my house. I drive. Don't judge me. It's not technically a health club. It's one of those, what do they call those? Those Mexican restaurant. Here's the thing. After a large burrito and hot salsa, I'm tired and sweaty when I walk out of there. I mean, that's...
Like I should talk. I checked into my hotel. They're like, we have a gym here. I'm like, okay. I'm intimidated by it. I go to the gym, big guys. And last time I walked into a gym, this guy's 6'4", 260, not an ounce of fat. He's like, can you spot me? Yeah, I spotted you from the road. My Lord, you're massive. He said, no, can you spot me on the bench? Yo, dog, if you can't lift it. I don't feel the need to work out. I think I'm 57 years old. I'm in pretty good shape, I think. I do 1 sit-up a day. Yeah. In the morning when I get up, that's half. And tonight when I lay down, that's going to be the other half.
But I've been going to the gym. I've been trying to be good about working out. All my friends are like, oh, it's great you going to the gym. You can meet people there. You know, No one ever talks to me at the gym. Like one time a guy came up to me, he was like, "Oh, where'd you get the snacks?" I'm like, "Oh, great. Now I'm the girl with the outside food." But my friends are always like, "Oh, you can meet men there." I think I can meet men. I'm like, I don't have any pickup lines at the gym. The best thing I can come up with is like, "Hey, who we kidding? I know an ice cream shop up the street. What do you say we get out of here? You'll have a little afternoon delight." I actually do I get intimidated at the gym because there are always guys there lifting weights, making all these noises. I don't know if you've ever seen them. You know, they're like, "Oh, this is terrible." I'm like, no one's forced you to pick up those weights. There's plenty of other lighter weights right around here. Play with those. But it's addictive making those noises. I do it now when I go to the gym. I leave out the lifting heavy weights part. I just walk through the door like, this is terrible. What am I doing here? I did do some Groupons for fitness. They had one in New York for Mendez Boxing Gym. Boxing's a really good workout. Anyways, I went and I told them, it's my first day of a Groupon, and they said, "Okay, well, go get changed. Go downstairs to get changed. When you're ready, see the guy in the red shirt in the corner. He'll show you around." So, all right. I go down, I get changed. I go over to the guy. I'm like, "It's my first day." And he says, "Are you training for a fight?" And I was like, "No, I have a Groupon." I don't know if I was more embarrassed that I had a Groupon or he thought that I looked like an out-of-shape female boxer. And I was like, either way, I'm saving money. I got a couple for yoga. They have one in my neighborhood in Brooklyn, really nice yoga place, very serene, beautiful surroundings, and I walk in and I tell the lady, I'm here with my Groupon. The yoga teacher brings me in, she puts me on the mat next to this beautiful woman, perfect size 2, big engagement ring, native tan. And the yoga teacher's like, "Let me know if you have any questions." I'm like, "Yeah, is she always here? Because I'd like to come to classes that she's absent from, if you don't mind." I went to another place in the city, another yoga place, totally different scenario. In Manhattan, I go in, I say, I have my Groupon, and they're like, "Oh, you're number 10. I'm like, "Excuse me?" And they're like, "Oh, when you go in the room, you'll see there's numbers on the floor. Put your mat on number 10. I'm like, "Oh, that's nice. Come on in, relax, de-stress, do it right there. That's where you do it. Relax on that one." So I did. I went in, and sure enough, someone's on number 10. I'm like, "Here we go." I'm like, "Excuse me, I'm number 10. And she's like, "Oh, do you mind going to number 7? I want to be next to my friend." And I'm like, "I'm out of here. I'm not doing this." For all I know, I go to number 7. She pulls some funny business on number 10. And my name's on the books downstairs. No. I don't want any part of it. I went and got a bacon, egg, and cheese. Much better use of my time, I think. I did. I joined a running group, too. And this is what I learned about myself. I'm a very ugly runner. I get beet red, I'm hyperventilating, my arms are flailing. People are actually stomping me on the street like, "Are you okay? Do you need help? Looks like there's something very wrong happening here." I'm like, "No, I'm just exercising. Thank you. This is what I look like when I do things that are good for me." But it's true, I feel like when I run, I cause other people to run. Like they see me coming and they just throw their stuff in the air. They're like, "I don't know what's going on, but this girl looks terrified." And I'm getting out of the way. The guy who runs my group, he thinks everything you put in your body should be fuel, and he knows I don't feel the same way. So he's always trying to get me to stick with it. He's like, "Kendra, Olympic runners eat 4,000 to 5,000 calories a day." And I'm like, "Well, I got that down." I eat like I'm training for the Olympics, but I work out like a clinically depressed hypochondriac. I'm like, "I don't want to go. Everybody hates me. My back's broken."
It's all depend. Everything we do leads to this. Everything we do, and it's just a matter of perception. Like I like to work out, and I work out at the YMCA because I like to be looked at as the young buck. I like being viewed suspiciously because of my youth. Hey, did that kid just take 2 towels? Oh, yes, I did. I'm a bit of a scamp when it comes to the towels. And I'm not fat, but I'm not fit either, you know? But people mistake that for being fit if you're not fat, you know? And that's where we're at. If you're not fat, you're fit. That's where we're at right now. And they'll ask me for workout tips. These people are lost. So I always tell them, oh yeah, my workout tip is, less weight, more reps. And they go, tell me something I don't know. And I say, no, I'm talking a super low weight and a super lot of reps. Like me, I like to curl a pencil 10,000 times. I look pretty crazy screaming for a spot on those last 3. Anybody, help me here! 9,998, come on!
If you have the choice, don't do it. Being a man, a lot of responsibility. Very few perks. Really not. Well, if this building goes on fire, you better let the women and children get out first, if you're a real man. Well, those women and children better be in good shape, because I don't work out 3 days a week to burn the building. I work out so I'm strong enough to trip somebody on the way out of there. I'm in getaway shape, ladies and gentlemen. I will make it. I do just enough. I'm not trying to get in shape. That's too much of a man. Just enough shape to get out on time. That's the kind of shape I'm in. I got friends that do hot yoga. They're like, oh, you got to do hot yoga. Nah, dog, that sounds like it stinks. I'm not going to do it. I've done regular yoga, and everybody was farting in there. And at no point in time did I say, somebody should turn the heat on. I never said it. Hot yoga's not for me. I got an extra spot in my CrossFit class. I bet you do. That place is awful. People that do CrossFit, I judge their humanity. I'm like, what is wrong with you people? Like, why are you all trying to get in shape on the first day? Like, it's too much. Lifting too much. Like, they're all training like they're going to prison tomorrow. Like, why are you trying to get in this kind of shape? Save some muscles for tomorrow, man. Just space out the workouts. You go to a CrossFit gym. It always some broken down basement, some garage. Walk into this gym, it feels illegal. It's like, this place is awful. They used to sell Herbalife. This place smells like dashed hopes and dreams, man. This place is horrible. There's no equipment. It's just a tire in the middle of the room. Where's the equipment? Oh, that is the equipment. You're gonna flip that tire 25 times and you just spin it on your finger, and then you're gonna wrestle an alligator. So what? Why do I need to be in alligator wrestling shape? When am I ever gonna need wrestling alligator skills? Come on. If my wife gets attacked by an alligator, I gotta find another wife. I can't be walking around with alligator bait. That's bad for business.
Gotta lay off that stuff, man. I gotta work out a little more, too. Yeah. I always set goals for myself when it comes to fitness. Don't you guys? Yeah, one person. Everybody else looking around like Taco Bell sounds amazing right now. Yes. Yes. Let's carpool. We're gonna meet this guy in the parking lot and we're all gonna carpool. I don't mean to pick on you, but I'm also amazed that you're wearing shorts in the middle of the winter. That's just like it's just like I'm a tough guy. That's what I do. Man, exercise, nobody works out here. You try to, don't you? Don't you try to? I always do. I always wake up. I'm like, all right, tomorrow, I'm going to lift weights. I'm going to run 4 miles. I'm going to get back into shape. Then I wake up at noon like, all right, I'm going to have some cookies and take a nap. That sounds amazing. I don't like going to the gym, of course, because you always run into those cliche gym guys. You know what I'm talking about? You know those big gym guys? They're like, their veins are sticking out of their necks. Right? They always want to talk to you for some reason. They puff themselves up. What's going on, little fella? Somebody crying in the corner. What's up, bro? Hey. What's up, buddy? Yeah. What's this? Yeah, man, it's a Gatorade. Got it in a squirt bottle because I can't bend my arms. I'm gonna go bench press a moose. I'll see you later. I'm out of here, bro. Everybody's always on some weird diet at the gym, too. You ever notice that? They want to brag about it. You know what I've been doing the last 3 weeks, bro? Eating wood. That's it, bro. I'm an animal. Small balsa sticks, sawdust. I'm an animal. I'm like, cool. Are you beaver? What's the matter with you? What are you... I don't want to do those conversations. This one guy comes up to me the other day, sweating like crazy. He's like, bro, nothing feels better than feeling the burn of the gym. Nothing feels better than feeling the burn of the gym. It's like, I can think of lots of things that feel better than feeling a burn of the gym. Like, first of all, not feeling a burn at the gym. I think that feels good. Safety of the sofa feels fantastic. I'm all about that. That's a good feeling. It's a great feeling. Gets even more awkward. This happened to me a couple days ago. One of those big gym guys comes out to me. You know, what's up, bro? Hey, what's going on, man? You want to work out with me? Come on, bro, just work out with me. I'm like, oh, sorry, man. I'm actually on this machine right now. He's like, that's the water fountain. I'm like, yeah. I'm really good at this machine. I'm really good. So you get that fight or flee thing, right? You're like, I'm just gonna flee. I'm gonna get out of here, you know? So I get on the treadmill to just get away from the guy. And this is the most intense human being I've ever seen in my entire life. He goes up this weight machine, and he gets down on his knees, right? And he's pulling the weights all the way down and across his body. But every time he does it, he's doing that gym guy grunt noise, you know? So he's like, bleh, 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 yeah, bleh. And then he makes eye contact with me. I didn't know what to do, so I was like, bleh.
You gotta really, I go to the gym. I'm a gym guy. I am a gym guy. I hate the gym, but I go to the gym. And here's a great example of people not being able to treat. I'm on the treadmill at the gym, just doing my thing on the treadmill. And some sicko had left a water bottle in the Pringles holder. Now, what am I supposed to do with that? Some of these people, you know, some of these people need to, you want to tell people, look, dude, you're done. Okay, you cannot attain more mass. Oh, my earlobes need to be buff, you know, oh my gosh. I joined this gym and the kid was like, what do you want from a workout? I said, man, I've been working out my whole life. I want a challenge. He said, just try to get out of our contract. Oh my gosh. You need a lawyer to get out of those things, boy.
Get your physical. Get checked out. I went for my annual physical. I was complaining to my doctor. I'm like, Doc, look at me. I used to have a six-pack. No, it's just a sad sack. I said, Mark, you need to do more crunches. Yeah, Mark, yeah. Now I'm doing Nestle.